Hello and welcome to the College of Deviants. My name is Cameron and I am your omnipotent and fearless leader. And today we are going to be doing our first disruption. Okay, I promise it's not as culty as I just made out. I was showing off. I'm sorry. Okay, so what are we doing here? Well, the College of Deviants are a group of independents who are making their own work in the North. We have our own live shows, and today we're starting our new series based around the idea of disrupting the everyday. So what does that mean? Well, I think as humans, we're like habitual creatures. We like to... we can often fall into the trap of habits and kind of the monotony of the everyday... Is that the word? Monotony of the everyday life. And disrupting the everyday, the idea of that is about breaking down the monotony of the everyday life. So kind of like, do you know in the Matrix where Morpheus does that? Okay, I'm gonna let Morpheus explain what it is.
The Matrix is a system, Neo. That system is our enemy. But when you're inside, you look around, what do you see? Businessmen, teachers, lawyers, carpenters, the very minds of the people we are trying to save. But until we do, these people are still a part of that system, and that makes them our enemy. You have to understand, most of these people are not ready to be unplugged. And many of them are so inert, so hopelessly dependent on the system, that they will fight to protect it. Were you listening to me, Neo? Or were you looking at the woman in the red dress? I was. Look again.
Cool, so that gets a bit deep, but we're like the girl in the red dress. So we want to distract people from the mundanity of their everyday lives. And that could be done in any way. It could be through street art. It can be through the new work that we're creating. Maybe we've got a different perspective or a different voice to showcase or share. It can be anything. So it could be a conversation with a stranger. It's all about kind of pushing ourselves out of our comfort zones and distracting people from what they're doing in their everyday life and breaking them out of their system. So today we're doing our first disruption, something really simple for the first one. We're hoping that in the future people will want to join us on these kind of excursions and events and disruptions, as we're calling them. But today we're going to go to Manchester for our first disruption, and that's going to be for our friend of the podcast that we produce, the Get in the Bin podcast, and overall just super talented comedian who's recently moved to Manchester. It's Eryn Tett. We're gonna go and give Eryn Tett an audience. Her show, Eryn Tett Finds an Audience, is on at Manchester Fringe Festival. She's had 2 shows. Well, this is the second show. Last week I think she performed to no one. So our disruption is to bring an audience to Eryn Tett. I think we've got about 30 people signed up. So if we get some dropouts, we hopefully can at least take 20 people to go and see this show, which is a good audience for a Fringe show. So that's the plan. I've got nothing else to say. In a bit. Let's go and do it. Bye. Enjoying them, mate. Excited for the show, Lenny?
I've heard it's going to be quite the show.
Quite the show.
That's what I heard through the grapevine.
We've got quite the gang here.
Quite the team, I'd say. We've got some pros, some cons.
Who's a con?
He's a con, Dapper.